Good afternoon and welcome. It is 1 p.m. on Tuesday, May 14th, 2024, and it is time to call the regular monthly meeting of the Houston County Board of Education to order. As usual, I will give you your usual public service announcement to please kindly silence your cell phones at this time. We will begin with a moment of silence to kind of clear our minds of any distractions that we might have going on in our brains right now, and to reflect on today's activities, and that will be followed by our Pledge of Allegiance, which will be led by two of our students from Lake Joy Primary School. They are Cole Radford and Skylar Tukes. But right now, a moment of silence, please. Thank you. Amen. If you'd please join me in standing as Skylar and Cole make their way up. That was great. Thank you so much for leading our pledge. At this time, we will hear from four of our elementary schools, our school principals, who have brought special guests that they would like to introduce today. First, we will begin with Lake Joy Primary School and their principal, Dr. Sonia Keeper.
Good afternoon. Thank you so much. We are so happy to be here, and I have three very special people beside me. First, I'd like you to meet Cole Radford. Cole Radford is a second grade student at Lake Joy Primary, and Cole Radford said that his favorite thing at Lake Joy Primary is school lunch of pizza and chicken nuggets. Cole has a very witty and amazing sense of humor, but he also has a sharp intellect. His favorite subject is math, and he's a member of the Run Club. He's the number 2 runner in the school, and he also is part of the Leaping Lions Jump Rope Club. We're very proud of Cole. His mom is too. She's a math teacher at Houston County High School, and his dad is also a member of the military. Cole, you are outstanding. Next, I'd like you to meet Skylar Tukes. Skylar is also a second grade student, and Skylar finds joy in expressing herself creatively. She is a member of the Rock and Pause Music Club, and she's also part of the dance team. Skylar also loves math as well, and she said her favorite thing at Lake Joy Primary is learning and all the fun things too. Skylar, you are outstanding too. And last but certainly not least, we have Mrs. Laverne McGee. Miss McGee is our 2023 Teacher of the Year at Lake Joy Primary School. And it is an honor to have her here because she is a beloved kindergarten teacher, known for her kindness, patience, and just commitment to our students and the families. This is bittersweet because Miss McGee is going to retire at the end of this school year. However, she leaves behind a legacy of just amazing commitment to our families, and she's so awesome. And the thing that she said that she's most proud of is her career, but also that the legacy that she's seen her 3 Houston County School District graduates come through the school system here and graduate from college and technical schools. So we have a full circle moment here. You're outstanding too, Miss McGee. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Keeper. Next, we have Matt Arthur Elementary School, the Castle, and her Knights are introduced by Principal Dr. Marie Harold.
Thank you so much for having us here today. First, I would like to introduce to you Charlotte Oglesby. Charlotte is a fabulous 5th grader. She represents what it means to be a noble knight. When I asked her teachers about her, she said that Charlotte will set goals for herself and always reach those goals. She is a member of the Girl Scouts, 4-H. She is also a member of the Honor Chorus. And in 4-H, she has won several awards for public speaking. So I asked her if she would do the speaking for me today, and she said no. But I wanted her to help me out. Also, outside of school, she loves to play basketball, tennis, and softball. And she attends church at Centerpoint Church, and she's very involved in her church. But Charlotte is an outstanding student, and we're just very proud to have her here today. Next, we have Camden Blake Smith. Camden, his teacher said that he is always helpful and kind. He always works with his classmates. He's a great friend. He's very responsible. She also said that he likes to set goals and accomplish those, those are two great feats for both of these kids to set goals already this young and reach those goals. He is also an active member of his church, and he loves everything baseball. And this is Camden Smith. Okay, next I have our Teacher of the Year, Miss Carly Kane. Carly represented us very well in the Teacher of the Year. She made it to the top 5, so I was very, very proud of her. What I love most about Miss Kane, teachers have a lot on their plates, but a lot of times we go and ask them for extra duties, and every single time I ask her for an extra duty, she says, "Absolutely, Dr. Harrell." And so that just makes me very thankful for her service to our school. She always wants to make it a better place. One of the things the teachers love about her, she arranges food trucks to come to school and have food trucks, so that's always fun. But she's just always looking for a way to make our school stand out and shine, and so I'm just very thankful for her service to us. She is married to Coach Kane, who coaches at Veterans High School. She has 2 precious children. She is a very active member in her church, and she also is a small business owner. She owns 2 hidden gems if you ever need any earrings on Sunday night at 7:30 on Facebook. So follow her there. But just thank you so much for having us, and I'm very proud of our knights that I brought with me today.
Thank you so much. Our warriors are next from Pearl Stevens Elementary School, and they will be introduced by their principal, Mrs. Gloria Smith. Ms. Smith?
Good afternoon. Thank you all so much for having us today. And I have the distinct honor of introducing some amazing warriors. I'll start with Ms. Harrell. Ms. Harrell is our 2023 Teacher of the Year, has done well in that role. She teaches 4th grade, gifted. You can also often see Ms. Harrell supporting and coaching her teachers at her grade level. She loves data. Anything data, it is Ms. Harrell. For the good of Pearl Stevens, she analyzes that data, and she helps us to put it in perspective. She helps us so that it helps to increase student achievement. So thank you so much for all that you do. She has sponsored the Academic Bowl, the Academic Bowl for this year. She's just an outstanding teacher, willing to help where there's need. So thank you for all that you do at Pearl Stevens. I also have the honor of Ms. Keshia Williams, who's also in Ms. Harrell's classroom. She's a gifted student, honor roll student at Pearl Stevens. And when I asked her about her education, she said that she loved being in Ms. Harrell's class, the engagement there, and they have lots of debates in Ms. Harrell's class. It's like that intellect, that juices are flowing in Ms. Harrell's classroom. She is a member of the Anchor for Life, and that is our student leadership program there at Pearl Stevens. So if you come to Pearl Stevens and if you're a guest, you will get a tour. Keshia will probably be one of the ones who will lead you on that tour. When we have new students, Keshia is also on that team, making sure that those students come in and that they're acclimated to Pearl Stevens Elementary. She is on the honor roll, and when she grows up, she wants to be a lawyer. We also have Mr. Christopher Davenport. He is a 5th grade student, gifted student. He loves his teacher, Miss Bentley. Pearl Stevens is unique for Christopher because his grandmother works in the front office, and he's been at Pearl Stevens 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade. So we have grown to love Christopher. Very humble, very sweet, and very polite young man, and will go very far. He participated in the honors course this year. He plays the violin, and Christopher will just do great things for us to come. We're excited to have you as a Pearl Stevens warrior.
Thank you so much, Ms. Smith. And finally, we have our Tucker Elementary School Tigers and their principal, Mrs. Eddie Williams. So, Ms. Williams?
It is always a wonderful day when I get to brag on Tucker Tigers. We have Miss Tania Powell, our student that is visiting today, and Mrs. Erin Locke. One of our students was not able to make it, and we do miss him. Tania Powell is an outstanding fifth grade student at Tucker Elementary. She is in the honor choir. She also is in Junior Beta Club and was our winter service leader on our winter project. She loves to play soccer. She's a Girl Scout. She is loved by all of her peers and always willing to help. And additionally, she is our Kiwanis Student of the Year. We are very proud of you. Miss Locke is a fifth grade teacher, but she wasn't always in fifth grade. Mrs. Locke was in kindergarten last year. Kind of like a ball player where you say they truly are a player if you can put them anywhere. You can put Miss Locke anywhere, and she is outstanding. She works really hard with her peers to support them and works collaboratively with her entire team. She serves on PBIS, and she also is our Teacher of the Year this year. We are very, very proud of Miss Locke.
Thank you, Mrs. Williams. Thank you to all of our guests. We always enjoy hearing from our principals, our teachers, and our students. You make us proud, so thank you for being here. Now, at this time, I will turn it over to Dr. Scott, who will introduce our other visitors. Okay.
Well, first of all, I want to say that our Houston County Sharks are great athletes, and the Sharks program, our adaptive sports program, is one of the best things that we as a Board of Education has ever done, and we're so excited that so many of our students are participating with the Sharks, and today we'd like to introduce them for both their state championship basketball team as well as the football team who won the state championship on Saturday. So with that, I'd ask the coaches and players to come forward.
Okay, I'm Coach Larry Osborne, and first I'd like to recognize the players, let y'all meet the players we have here with us today. We have our Langston Road crew, Champ Ryan, Ruby Stahusky, and Madison Ryan. We have George Moxley Harris from Miller Elementary, Asher Hayes, Josh Cruz, and Naomi Wilson from Houston County High. We're hoping both would be here, both teams could be here today representing basketball and state championship, but JV, unfortunately, we fell short by one play. And so we're here representing for our state basketball title, but I do believe this was the first time JV has won state in handball and then in basketball. We were hoping to make a three-peat, but some things just couldn't happen right. Oh, and I'd like to thank the board for having us.
I'd like to introduce our varsity Sharks. We have Adonis Brown from House County High School, Elix Brown from Perry High School. We have Dalton Crosby from Warner Robins High School. Anthony Cutie from Houston County High School. Layla Kindless from Thompson Middle School. Jaden Screen from Houston County High School. Ashlyn Stevens from Houston County High School. Eliana Stevens from Houston County High School. Jaquavius West from Warner Robins High School. Caden Nelson from Northside High School. And Caleb Jordan from Northside High School. This season was our 8th time winning all 3 championships in the season. A little bit of history for basketball. This year's state championship was the 12th state championship since 2011 for basketball. Football, we won state championship on Saturday as well, and it was our 11th state championship since 2011. Combined between handball, football, and basketball, the Varsity Sharks have 35 state championships in all. Wow. So we're very, very proud of you. So we'd like to thank the board for allowing us to come out yet once again, and we have a special gift for Dr. Scott as well.
Does this mean that y'all going to take it easy on us in the Guppies game, or no, not a chance? We got the Guppies game. We also have some seniors here. If you're a senior, raise your hand. We got 4, I think. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4. All right. So congratulations to our Sharks, our JV Sharks, and we're so proud of what you do each and every year, and we're also appreciative to our coaches for what you do. So thank you. Let's get a...
Thank you, sir. Proud of y'all.
I'm glad they gave me a shirt, because that's the only way I could play for the winning team was to have their shirt on. Today we are recognizing a room full of students who have excelled in state and national CTA competition. Would Houston County High School join us up front to recognize your state FBLA champions?
Hi, I'm Jenny Jackson, the FBLA advisor at Houston County High School. Recently in March, we went to our state leadership conference in Atlanta, where I was recognized as the Georgia FBLA Advisor of the Year. And then this team, we're missing one, Shiva Soundupon. The Parley Pro team made first place. We have Gianna Castro, Michael Doe, and Tony Lay. They will be going to the national conference in Orlando this summer. And also we are missing Roxanda Malcoach, who won first place in business management and international business, and her and Shiva are taking AP exams right now.
I'm going to let you know.
Thank you.
Take that one, take a picture. Next, we want to recognize students from several schools who won first place at recent FCCLA competitions. As I call your school, please come forward to introduce your students. Bonaire Middle School.
Thank you so much for having us. I'd like to take this opportunity and introduce you to Miss Michaela Fitzwater, who is our Family and Consumer Science teacher at Bonner Middle School and our FCCLA advisor, and she has been named the state new FCCLA Advisor of the Year. And so I will turn it over to her. Congratulations on your award.
Thank you so much. Thank you, board, for having us here and giving us the opportunity to showcase these students because they're just so amazing. Our first two are TJ King and Joy Hatcher. They competed in the Nutrition and Wellness Portfolio Project and they won gold. Then we have Carrington and Krista, and they competed in our Chapter and Review portfolio, also placing first and gold in state. Then we have Miss Addie Roach, who competed in the Career Investigation portfolio, and she researched how to become a middle school social studies teacher and got to job shadow several of our teachers in the building, which was a great opportunity. And then we have Miss Ellie Pannone, who did the Say Yes to FCS portfolio, where she researched how to become a FACS teacher. So she researched and job shadowed me and created a portfolio. And then we have Mr. Luke Hopper, who competed in the Leadership Star event, and he researched his leadership skills and different types of leadership skills, creating a portfolio and how to increase and get better as he gets older. And then we have Mr. Nolan Humphrey, who competed in the Power of One display, and he got first in the entire state. A big round of applause to all of these students. They've gone above and beyond.
Next, we have Fagan Mill Middle School.
Hi, I'm Lisa Duke. I'm the FCCLA advisor and FACS teacher at Fagan Mill. One of the things I love about doing this is seeing some of our high schoolers that have moved on and does some great things, because we pour into them, and it's kind of nice to be able to have the opportunity to see that as well. So I just wanted to mention that. I have Olivia Grant here with me and Morgan Davis. They're two of my officers. And we were just going to represent Fagan Mill FCCLA for our chapter awards, which is pretty much the whole chapter, which had pretty much the whole school involved. And we won 4 state awards, so I'll tell you about those each individually. They're actually programs that FCCLA has us do. And the first one is Student Body, and it's basically taking care of your mental health, physical health, spiritual health, all around health. And we did a lot of different things and activities with those. But we recently found out we also won the national award. So out of all the middle schools in the nation, we won first place for that as well. Wow. So the next one is FACS, which is like a traffic safety program that FCCLA has. We won first in state in that as well. Also, Stand Up, we did a sensory garden for our differing abilities students in our school, combined with FBLA and the Boy Scouts. So I was earning this Eagle Scout Award, and we teamed up all together, combined with our administrators and our school, and helped with that sensory garden. And also, I've got my notes here. I know, because I always freeze up. We did community service, which I know we didn't win a national award but I think that's the one we're most proud of because our heart is serving the community, and that's what we enjoy doing. We adopted an orphanage in Honduras, and several collections. We sent thousands of items to the orphanage in Honduras. They were in desperate need of just clothing to wear. The shoes they had holes in them if they had shoes, and they just needed clothes to wear, sheets, pillows, mattresses. We helped with all that. And we also did a lot of different things. We teamed up with Project Giving, and the kids took their Saturday to go deliver and food and gifts to families in need in our Middle Georgia area. So our heart is to serve the Middle Georgia area, our school, and our state and the nation, if possible, and then go outside into the world. And so, you know, these kids have done so much to do that. So we won the state award in all those as well. So, all right, thank you.
Our next school is Perry Middle School.
All right, good afternoon. I'm Holly Anderson. I'm the fact teacher and FCCLA advisor at Perry Middle School, and we are super thankful to be here today to acknowledge the work and excellent things these young ladies have done here in the past school year. The first two I would like to recognize competed in state level events. So the events they competed in are just at the state level. And my first student I'd like to introduce here, Ava Quick, is a sixth grader, and this is the first time she has ever done anything like this on this level, and she placed first place in Cree speaking and interpretation. She spent, so we're super proud of her and look forward to what she has to offer in the next couple of years with us. Next I have Michaela Williams, and Michaela is a seventh grader, and she competed in the state event Toys That Teach, where she had to build a toy out of home, items from home basically, that could promote some type of learning and development for children. So she placed first in her event as well. Next are my star event competitors, and these ladies here have competed twice with their competitions, and they've placed first both times. First I have Emma Grace Goodman and Wesson Wood, who received first place in sports nutrition. And then I have Kayla Gaines and Chloe Oglesby, who placed first in their competition, which was entrepreneurship. And these four ladies here qualified to go to national competition in Seattle this summer. So we're super proud of everything that they've done this year.
Next, we have Thompson Middle School.
Hey, I'm Lee Barrett. I am the Family Consumer Sciences teacher and FCCLA advisor. I have a pretty amazing group up here with me. We have our chapter president, Reham Asina, Studi Patel, Alyssa Lee. They won first place in Focus on Children with a perfect score. They also were the state Knowledge Bowl winners as well for FCCLA. We have Kamika, her partner couldn't be here, with Food Innovations. They also received a perfect score at Region. Next we have Shania Ford and Kendrick Ford over here. Brother and sister did a project together as well and did chapter service project portfolio. Next we have Addie Norris and Kendall Horn. Kendall also won Distinguished Statesman as well this year. They competed in chapter service project display. We have Trish Pham here. She did a national project, which was Red Talk. She was one of 4 in the whole nation that made it to nationals. Andrew Lee, He won first in the state, middle and high school, for his food science investigation that he had. So we're super proud, and thank you, Dr. Wynn, as well, for all your support, and very, 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 very proud. So they will all be attending Seattle for nationals.
Next, we have Houston County High School.
Good afternoon. My name is Kristen Hankins, and I'm one of the 2 FCCLA advisors at Houston County High School, and I teach the nutrition and food science pathway. I have 2 wonderful young ladies up here with me. The first is Rayleigh Brown. Rayleigh is a freshman and competed in Cree speaking and interpretation and placed a perfect score at state. And she also did the statesman competition and got her statesman pin. Krisha Patel competed in chapter website and advanced to the national competition where she'll represent us in Seattle, and was elected as the state vice president of programs for this coming year. I'm super proud of them and look forward to all their accomplishments. Thank you so much for having us, and thank you, Dr. Jones, for your continued support.
Next, we have Perry High School.
Good afternoon. I'm Kama Beaumarchais, and I'm the FCCLA advisor at Perry High School, and this is my partner in crime, Crystal Quick. And these are all of our first place winners at state. Every single one of our competitors made first place and will be advancing to National Leadership Conference this summer in Seattle, Washington. So we get to fly all the way across the United States of America, nonstop. So let me start with Marquita Jackson and Morgan Taylor, and they competed in food innovations. Were they, what's your name?
Spicy, cheesy, bacon ranch bites.
Say that real fast 3 times. They got first place. All right, next we're going to do Catherine Geiger and Mary Carver. This is like a test. I have to know all their last names. They competed in Repurpose Redesign. They changed their name, I never know. Repurpose Redesign, where they took plastic bottles and made amazing jewelry with it. I'm going to make them introduce themselves to you. Ooh. So the next 2 teams are my parliamentary procedure teams. They had to conduct a formal business meeting using Robert's Rules of Order. The board can understand all of that stuff. It's not easy. This group right here is my level 2 team. They're all 3 of them are brand new, never have done it before. So it was quite the learning experience this year. So I'm going to let them introduce you because I'm tired of trying to pass that test.
My name is Alyssa Butts.
Madison Burks. Dallas Locke. Harper Lassiter.
Ayana Plummer.
And then these are my level 3 team. They've been doing it for 2-3 years. Well, I'm just going to say we're going to come back with first place at nationals. That's all there is to it, right, guys? Yeah, all right.
Hi, I'm Gabrielle Green.
I'm Carson Kelly.
Jersey Wright.
Jade Leona Royal. Kanisha Tolbert.
Addison Bigler.
And I, too, would like to thank the board for inviting us to come show off our students, and thank you, Mr. Martin, for your continued support. Could not have done it without all of your help all year long, so I appreciate you. All right, thanks.
And next we have Veterans High School.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Julie Vinup, and that is my coworker, Jill Massey, and we have the pleasure and honor of being the advisors to these young people for FCCLA at Veterans High School. We would like to start by thanking Dr. Barber, Mrs. Morris, and the entire board for having us here and for their continued support. We're going to start off with letting you know that these students competed at State Leadership Conference for FCCLA, and that's the culmination of the FCCLA year. Noah Rios placed first in sports nutrition, earned a gold medal, and is headed to nationals. And then we have Molly Mize. She placed first in career investigation and earned a gold medal and is also headed to nationals. And then we have Ashlyn Copeland. She was elected as a state secretary for Georgia FCCLA. And then the following 2 ladies took the Distinguished Statesman exam, which tests an individual's knowledge about FCCLA, history, and facts, and in order to receive the award, you have to score at least a 90% on the exam. Sharice Gully earned the Distinguished Statesman Award, and Madison Washington earned the Distinguished Statesman Award and received a perfect score.
And finally, would Houston County High join us up front to introduce your state-winning ag students?
Good afternoon. My name's Ronnie Thomas. I'm the ag teacher and FFA advisor at Houston County High School. And I would like to introduce, I'm going to start with our senior first, Jackson Griffith. He placed first in the Jobs Employment CDE for the FFA and will represent Georgia at the National FFA Convention in Indianapolis in October. And then we have our state-winning junior dairy judging team. Lily Dockery was a state high individual. She is right here. And then we had Eden Stevens, who was third high individual, then Bailey Leahy, who was the anchor of the team, and they will be representing us next year on our senior team. Thank you very much.
Okay, moving right along. That was a lot. Okay, we will move on to the business portion of our meeting. The first two items, Dr. Unruh will have motions for those. Item number 4, Dr. Unruh.
Madam Chair, I move to adopt the agenda as published.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to adopt the agenda as published. Any additional questions or comments regarding the agenda? There being none, all those in favor, please raise your hand. Okay, motion approved, 7-0. Item number 5, Dr. Unruh.
Yes, ma'am. I also move that we approve the minutes from our April 16th meeting.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to approve our minutes from our previous meetings, the April meeting. And are there any questions or comments or corrections to the minutes? There being none, all those in favor of approving the minutes as presented, please raise your hand. Okay, motion approved, 7-0. Okay, next we're going to have our board member comments. And since it is the end of the year, I thought it would be nice for you to hear from all of our board members briefly. Okay, so we are going to begin with Dr. Unruh, our vice chair, with his comments.
Thank you, Madam Chair. First of all, congratulations to all of our students here. Your accomplishments are huge. And you've made yourselves proud. You've done well, but you've also brought honor to your school and to Houston County as well. And I congratulate you on those accomplishments. I want to address the adults in the room. I want to thank you for what you do to enable these students to achieve at this level. It doesn't happen without a lot of hours on your part. All the coaches and advisors and sponsors, you in this room just are representative of a huge number across our district who give countless hours to their students, and I want to speak and a special appreciation for that. You may know, you may not know, but I started my career in education as a chorus teacher, and I recently got an email from Juliet Brown, who's at Fagan Mill as a choral teacher, and she had some things to report to me, and I just want to kind of share some of those with you. At Allstate recently, this spring, we had 93 participants. That's pretty good, but it's even better when you realize that's the 4th highest number of students out of the 70 districts that had students at Allstate chorus. Also, the 3 schools, or 3 districts, pardon me, that were above us as far as numbers were anywhere from 2 to 6 times the size of our district. So it just points out how much work, probably, that our teachers do. I want to say thanks to Dr. Scott, who several years ago recognized the need for all of our students in the district to be able to be involved in chorus, as well as band and theater and all the arts that we have. I want to say thanks to the choral teachers, who I know, those kids don't get there without some encouragement, without some help. And that's all I have to say about that.
Okay. Thank you, Dr. Unruh. All of us have a passion, and you can obviously see he has a passion for the arts. Okay, we'll move on to Ms. Johnson. All right, Ms.
Yes.
Johnson.
Hey, thank you, everybody, for being here. Anybody else ready for summer? I just wanted to thank everybody for a great year, the students and the teachers. I know that it's been a lot of hard work from everybody, but we made it, and congratulations to all of you guys who are retiring and who are graduating. I hate that I missed the retirement banquet to celebrate with you all, but I wish you all that are retiring much happiness, and I don't need to wish you much happiness because I know that you will find it there. And also, I want to congratulate the seniors that are graduating and that will move on. I just wanted to wish you well as you go out to spread your wings, but always please remember your roots are here in Houston County. So come back and visit or come back and stay. And we'll see you across that stage very soon.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Johnson. Next, we have Mr. Ivory.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, Madam Chair. I'd like to thank everybody for, your hard work this year you put in. Our numbers are really going to show it when we start looking at graduation scores and things like that. But you guys have worked hard. Teachers have worked hard, administrators, and especially you students. And I appreciate you staying focused during the testing time. And I really tried to stress that at our last meeting. So great job doing that. I know the numbers are going to reflect that. Also, season for voting, early voting ends on the 17th. And then we'll do the actual voting on the 21st. So like I said last time, make sure you research your candidates, know who you're voting for, know what you're voting for, because it's very important for the future of this county and this board. So we really appreciate that. Do your due diligence. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Ivory, and well said. Next, Mr. Crockett, we'll move over to this side of the room.
As 2023-2024 school year comes to a close, it's important to take time to reflect on the year and all the positive growth and change that has taken place. But that positive growth and change wouldn't have taken place without the help and support of a lot of dedicated and committed people. We want to thank Dr. Scott and the central office team for their guidance and support. There are a lot of people that work behind the scenes to make things go, and we appreciate all of you. We do appreciate all of the time and effort our school admin teams put into making this a successful year. And we certainly want to thank all of our awesome teachers for their dedication and commitment. Thank you for finding creative ways to teach, motivate, and inspire our students. And I hope you can see and feel the immeasurable impact you've had on the young people in your classrooms. We couldn't do what we do without our warehouse guys, maintenance crews, bus drivers, custodians, and food service folks. So thanks to everyone for a great school year. We look forward to 2024 and 2025 with its new challenges and opportunities to make a difference in the lives of our students. Let's all remember our number one priority, the students in our classrooms. And as the quote says, 100 years from now, it would not matter what my bank account was, sort of house I lived in, or the kind of car I drove, but that the world may be different because I was important in the life of a child. Thanks, Houston County, for a great year.
Thank you, Mr. Crockett. Okay, yes, I agree. That deserves an applause. Okay, Mr. Upshaw.
I'm gonna just ditto what he said. No, we're at the finish line, and this is the time of year graduation comes, and this is the culmination of all the years of hard work from you students and the parents pushing the students and the teachers where the rubber meets the road, and the administrators and our superintendent. And exciting time. Let's just finish the race and be safe until then.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Upshaw. And Mr. Nichols.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Last night, so my wife had a chore for me, and that was to get rid of our old filing cabinet. So I was going through my filing cabinet last night, and in that filing cabinet was a file that held many of the report cards and certificates that I received when I was in school, from Thomas Elementary to Tabor Junior High School to Northside High School. And in there was my certificate of my 2 years that I spent in DECA. And Mr. Larry Warnock was my DECA teacher, guys. And you know, it says right here, DECA prepares emerging leaders and entrepreneurs
for careers in marketing, finance, hospitality, and management in high schools and colleges around the globe. And I'm going to tell you, folks like FCCLA teachers, FBLA teachers, all UCTAE sponsors, and every one of you, I know without a shadow of a doubt, you know what you do as far as for the life of that child. And you students, I'm 43 years out of high school this year, from Northside High School in 1982. I've done every one of those, along with being a chorus student for Mr. Unruh here, who taught me, and I sing at church today because of my love that was implanted in me by Harold Chapman and by Mr. Unruh back in my junior high and high school. You're here today, so you're getting the brunt of what I'm saying. And what I'm saying to you is this: they're instilling in you the things that you need to go out and be successful into our community. They're giving you the tools that you need to go out in there and strive to be the best and do the best that you can. And all the principals that are backing every one of those teachers, and all the administrators, and all the APDs and APIs, and all the, look, who loves their lunchroom lady? I mean, honestly, just think about it. Every one of those matter in your lives. Every one of them. And what they're doing is pouring into you children, you kids, I don't want to call you children, into you kids, into you young people, that's going to help you be successful in life. And I challenge you to not forget that. I'm 59, I'll be 60 in August. And at 60 years old, guys, I remember from what Mr. Mattox taught me in the 8th grade about taking a checkbook and figuring out that checkbook, to Mr. Warnock teaching me how took us to Belk and fold clothes at Belk and learn how to take care of a customer and do all those things that you're going to go out there and do. All I'm doing is saying to you, each of you, I'm proud of you. I'm very proud of you. The principal over here said that you're, I don't forget the name she said, but what she said is you're awesome. Every one of you out here are awesome. We are so proud of you. We sit here and smile because of what you have accomplished this year. And I want to say thank you, thank you, thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Nichols. Yes. Okay, and finally, I'll just wrap up real quickly. I just appreciate each of these board members because, as you can see, they have a heart and a passion for you guys. Your students are our students, and we celebrate with you in your accomplishments. We are disappointed with you when things don't go your way. Life sometimes throws us some curves, and things don't always go as we planned. But I'm thankful for each of you, and thank you for your service to our community and to the school board. Dr. Scott.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I would like to start my comments by recognizing our teachers. Last week, we celebrated Teacher Appreciation Week with the rest of the country. You've often heard me say we have two types of employees, those that teach and those that support teachers, and our board takes very seriously the role of supporting teachers, and I'm so proud of the support that they've given. And salary is one of those ways that they appreciate our teachers, and they have been focused on that. And if you look at the average classroom teacher salary, it's gone up $15,000 since 2018, to the FY18 to now. And that's something that we're proud of, and we want to encourage our teachers to be in the classroom and be able to have a good living to support their family and still be able to do the work that's most important to our school district. So thank you to our teachers. I also want to wish congratulations to Houston County High and Perry High School, who won first place in boys track in their respective regions. So congratulations to Houston County High School and Perry High. Then also Perry High School was recently named the all sports co-champions for their region. We're proud of their accomplishment, and I believe they won that last year as well. So congratulations to Perry High School. Also, congratulations to Mossy Creek Middle School baseball team for winning the 7th grade county championship.
and to the Perry Middle School baseball team for winning the 8th grade county championship. And then in track, Mossy Creek Middle School girls and Perry Middle School boys were named county champs. We're so proud of both of these teams. All-state students. This year, our fine arts students performed exceptionally well at the state level. We had 2 all-state art students, 7 all-state theater students, 28 all-state band students, and 93 all-state chorus students. So congratulations, our arts and programs are thriving because of the dedicated teachers. We couldn't do it without them, but also the talented students and the generous support of our parents and of our Board of Education of those programs. And I would say that Dr. Unruh gave me credit for adding course programs back to all of our middle schools, but he was an important part of that as well. He gave me some nudging and some encouragement along the way. So thank you for that, and it's really been neat to see at our choral performances the number of students that are engaged. And I've always believed as an educator that when students are engaged at school and doing positive things, it's what's best for them. So thank you to those teachers who work so hard to provide that opportunity for our students. And then Jess Price, a Northside High School senior, was recently named the West Central Region 2024 Work-Based Learning Student of the Year. He will now compete against the winners from the 5 other Georgia regions for the state award. So congratulations to Jess and Northside High School on that recognition. May 8th was National School Nurse Day. Our nurses work hard to ensure the health and safety of our students, and I'm so thankful for them. May 10th was also National School Communications Day, and I would like to thank our Community Relations Department that does so much behind the scenes to tell our story and keep our community informed and our schools informed of all the great activities that are happening. And so congratulations to them as well, or thank you to them as well. May 22nd is the last day of school. Yay. As a reminder, and I'm sure the students are aware of this, that last day is a half day, so you get a little early start to your summer break, but then ultimately our final goal is graduation, and we will have our graduation ceremonies on the 24th and 25th at Reeves Arena, and Northside High and Warner Robins High will graduate on that Friday, and then Veterans High, Perry High School, and Houston County High School will close out the day on Saturday, and we're so proud of the 2,000 or so graduates that will graduate this year. And thank you to all the teachers out there from pre-K to 12th grade that has been a part of these students' lives and gotten them across this threshold and into the next phase of their lives. And so thank you for what you do, and I'll turn it back over to you, Madam Chair.
Okay, thank you so much, Dr. Scott. It is now time to have a brief intermission for our students to return to school. Be safe, enjoy your last week of school, and enjoy your summer.
Sorry, I saw somebody else, y'all.
Now you're gonna make me.
I know.
I'm sorry.
I know, it's contagious.
It was, a lot of certificates, yeah.
All right, you ready to take charge, Billy? All right, I'm counting on you.
I sat there yesterday. I ate that whole little hat full of candy.
Okay, we can go ahead.
You should not.
Go ahead.
I know it.
Okay, we're going to resume our meeting. Last evening, we had and over the weekend, we had the opportunity to look at the department reports. Are there any additional comments or questions regarding the department reports? Okay, there being none, we will move on to our new business. The first item under new business is our fiscal year 2025 budget hearing. This will be the first of 2 hearings, and I will turn the meeting over now to Mr. Durrells, our board attorney.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Yes, ma'am. My name is Billy Gerald. I serve as general counsel to the district. Georgia law requires that prior to the board adopting a budget, that the public have input into that budget. There's been noticed a hearing for today, and there'll be another hearing in June. At this time, I would invite any of those persons that would have anything that they would like to say to the board against the proposed budget. Is there anyone here that would like to speak against the proposed budget? Hearing none then, is there anyone here to speak in favor of the budget? Ms. Morris?
Good afternoon. I'm here to speak in favor of our budget. For our general fund budget, our estimated revenues are $434,472,000. Our estimated expenditures are $434,736,000, with a strong fund balance of $67,622,000. Our debt service expenditures are estimated to be $9,299,000. Capital projects expenditures are estimated to be $51,166,000, with our other programs estimated expenditures to be $76,068,000. For a total budget in revenues for our school district estimated at $573,651,000. Estimated expenditures of $571,271,000, and a fund balance of $174,548,000. And remember, that's for the total school district budget, including federal grants also. Included in this general fund budget is step raises for all eligible classified and certified staff members. It also includes a 5.16% cost of living adjustment for all full-time certified and classified employees, and it includes the state health benefit and TRS employer portion for rate increases for this upcoming year. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Is there anyone else to speak in favor of the proposed budget? Hearing none, this would conclude the first budget hearing. We will repeat this process at the June board meeting. Madam Chair, I turn it back over to you.
Okay. Thank you again, Mr. Durrells and Ms. Morris. And a lot of time and effort has gone into the preparation of this budget, so I thank you for all of the time and effort and that all of the executive cabinet and Dr. Scott have put into preparing this budget. All right, our next item is a tentative approval of the fiscal year 2025 budget. Mr. Nichols.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I make a motion to accept the tentative fiscal year 2025 budget of $571,271,314 as presented.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to tentatively approve the fiscal year 2025 budget. Any questions or comments regarding the budget? If not, all those in favor of this motion, please raise your hand. The motion approves 7-0. All right, the next item are our financial reports, and that is Mr. Crockett.
Madam Chair, I move we approve the March financial reports as presented.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to approve our March 2024 financial reports as presented. Any additional questions or comments? There being none, all those in favor of approving the financial reports, please raise your hand. Motion approved 7-0. All right, the next item, Mr. Upshaw, item D, sorry.
Yes, ma'am, Madam Chair, I'd like to make a motion to approve the May 2024 purchases as presented, with a financial impact of $5,123,009.58.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to approve the purchasing report as presented. Any questions or comments? I will say a lot of those things are in conjunction with next year, so they're already looking ahead and planning ahead. So, and those things have to be put into consideration at this time. All those in favor of approving the purchasing report, please raise your hand. Okay, motion approved 7-0. All right, next item, item E, Ms. Johnson.
Yes, I'd like to make a motion to approve the Young Group as the approved provider for the voluntary student accident insurance that will be available to students. It is no financial impact to the district, as parents will be responsible for the premium should they choose so.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to approve the voluntary student accident insurance provided by the Young Group. Any questions or comments regarding this motion? There being none, all those in favor, please raise your hand. Okay, the motion is approved 7-0. Item F, Mr. Ivory.
Yes, Madam Chair, I'd like to make a motion that we approve the agreement between Houston County School District and Snowco General Contractors Incorporated for the Northside Middle School parking and site improvements with a financial impact from local capital outlay, $1,094,135.40.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to approve Snowco General Contractors for the Northside Middle School parking and site improvements. Are there any questions or comments? If you're at Northside Middle, I know you'll be very excited. So all those in favor, please raise your hand. Okay, motion approved 7-0. Well needed, much needed. Okay, item G, looks like Dr. Unruh.
Madam Chairman, I move that we approve the agreement between Flint Electric Membership Corporation and Houston County School District regarding overhead and underground right-of-way easements to service the farms at Houston County High School and Veterans High School.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to approve the Flint overhead and underground right-of-way easement to service the farms at Houston County High School and Veterans High School. Any questions or comments? Okay, all those in favor, please raise your hand. Okay, motion approved 7-0. All right, next item is item H, Mr. Ivory.
Yes, Madam Chair, I make a motion that we approve the request for Houston County School District to enter into an agreement with Parish Construction Group to serve as construction manager at risk. Back up. There you go. Construction manager at risk for the construction of a new middle school, number 7. Financial impact of 2.25% of guaranteed maximum price.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to approve the Parish Construction Group as the construction manager for our new middle school, number 7. That's exciting. We continue to grow.
Awesome.
Yes. Are there any questions or comments? It will bring relief to Bon Air Middle School and Perry Middle School, and it's exciting to see our school system continue to grow. All those in favor, please raise your hand. Okay, motion approved 7-0. Okay, next item is item I, Mr. Crockett.
Madam Chair, I move we approve the personnel reports as presented.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to approve the personnel reports as presented. Any questions or comments? All those in favor of this motion, please raise your hand. Motion approved 7-0. We do have 3 additional personnel items that need to be presented. Superintendent recommendations. The first item is Dr. Unruh, number 1.
Yes, ma'am. I move to approve the superintendent's recommendation of Ms. Bridget Snooks for the position of Assistant Principal for Instruction at Centerville Elementary School.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to approve the superintendent's recommendation for Ms. Bridget Snooks for the position of API at Centerville Elementary School. Any questions or comments regarding this recommendation? There being none, all those in favor, please raise your hand. Okay, motion approved 7-0. Okay, number 2, Mrs. Johnson.
Yes, I'd like to make a motion to approve the superintendent's recommendation for Mrs. Latasha Zellner for the position of Assistant Principal for Discipline, split between Langston Road Elementary and primary schools.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to approve the superintendent's recommendation for Ms. Latasha Zellner for the position of APD split between the Langston Road schools, elementary and primary. Are there any questions or comments regarding this motion or recommendation? There being none, all those in favor, please raise your hand. Okay, motion is approved, 7-0. And then the last superintendent recommendation, Mr. Crockett.
Madam Chair, I move that we approve the superintendent's recommendation, Mrs. Sierra Northern, for the position of Assistant Principal for Discipline at Fagan Mill Middle School.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to approve the superintendent's recommendation for Mrs. Sierra Northern for the position of APD at Fagan Mill Middle School. Are there any questions or comments regarding this recommendation? There being none, all those in favor, please raise your hand. Okay, motion approved 7-0. All right, that takes care of personnel. All right, now we will go to item J, and that's Ms. Johnson.
Yes, I'd like to make a motion to approve the resolution for the Houston County Board of Education to enter into a contract with the State Board of Education for the continued operation of the district as a, what they call a SWIS, Strategic Waiver School System.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to approve the board resolution for Strategic Waiver Schools System contract. Are there any questions or comments? Okay, this is actually just a continuation of a resolution that we already have in place, but we have to renew it on a, I don't know, is it annual?
Supposed to be a 5-year basis.
Five-year basis, okay.
I think it was like 8 or 9 years this time
Okay.
before the DOE.
Okay, routinely, we'll go with that. Okay, so all those in favor of this motion, please raise your hand. Okay, motion approved, 7-0. All right, and then we have item K, which is Mr. Upshaw.
Yes, ma'am, Madam Chair, I'd like to make a motion to approve as presented the charter renewal for the Houston College and Career Academy. And this charter will continue the partnership between the Houston County Board of Education, the State Board of Education, and the Houston College and Career Academy.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and second to approve the Houston College and Career Academy charter renewal. There again, it's a continuation or a renewal of something that we already have in place. Are there any other questions or comments? There being none, all those in favor, please raise your hand. Motion approved, 7-0. And then the last item under new business, Mr. Nichols.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I make a motion that we accept the recommendation for the pilot program, Benchmark Advance, the Early Literacy Act, in deference with House Bill 538 for 5 schools, C.B. Watson, Northside, Pearl Stevens, Quill Run, and Westside Elementary Schools. The financial impact is $385,050.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to approve the ELA core textbook book pilot. Are there any questions or comments? Okay, there being none, all those in favor, please raise your hand. Okay, motion approved, 7-0. Do we have anyone who wishes to address the board today? Okay, okay. Ms. Henderson, Ms. Lakeisha Henderson, are you, okay. You'll come forward. Thank you for being here today. You'll take 3 to 5 minutes and share what's on your heart and the concerns you have.
For our
this matter heard in a private session. If you are talking about policy of the district in general, then certainly that's a public matter, but I wanted to make sure you had understood that option. Okay? Okay, you want to proceed? I'm sorry, I apologize for interrupting you, but I...
You're fine. So I am here to address a significant issue regarding the mishandling of my daughter, Ava Williams' bullying complaints at Belmar Middle School. But first, let me share a summary of what others think of me. Ava Williams is a delightful young individual who embodies a magnitude of wonderful qualities. She is exceptionally loving, always showing deep affection and warmth towards her family and friends. Her caring
Okay, Ms. Henderson, your time is up, and because we allow 5 minutes, and I've actually let you go a little bit beyond. Could you maybe leave us a copy of your concerns, and we would appreciate that. And thank you for coming and letting us hear your story today. All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much. Okay, do we have any other? No, ma'am. Nothing for executive session or, okay. Okay, I will need a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to adjourn. All those in favor, please raise your hand. Motion approved, 7-0. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate each and every one of you.